Now let's return to the track for the men's mile. Collegiate record 3 minutes 55.33 seconds by that man Keven Sullivan from Michigan, and another Canadian.
There is a young man from Brookline, Massachusetts, now in his freshman year at Stanford. He was one of America's best milers in over 20 years, and he has made a wonderful transition to college. That is John Riley, starting in lane 6.
We'll also be watching Seneca Lassiter of Arkansas. Last year, outdoors, he became the first man since Sidney Marie back in 1981 to win both the national collegiate title and the U.S. national championship.
Lassiter right now on the outside of that second pack, wearing the red shorts and the white top. And there you see on the outside right now, that is Clyde Colenso, taking the lead from South Africa originally, and he is right now at SMU. SMU having a very large foreign delegation. I might mention, Bob, the foreign contingents here that are being recruited by American coaches continues to grow. There were 87 of them that came to the 1994 meet, men's and women's Division I. That figure qualifying for this meet this year is up to 125 foreigners. So the recruiting, I guess, of the top talent goes on as the number of scholarships continues to be under pressure here that the men's coaches have to give out. Just 12.6 scholarships is maximum in Division I at any one time on your team.
And of course, it wasn't that long ago that was quite the issue in American track and field. Experienced, older, more physically mature foreign athletes coming and taking slots that could go to developing young high school graduates.
6'2", 168 pounds, the man in the lead. Huge for a miler. Most of these men you're looking at right now run about 5'9", 5'10", perhaps 130 pounds. So he's a good 30 pounds heavier than many of the men in the race. Kind of a difficult task to hold that cardiovascular level up to carry an extra 30 pounds.
Seneca Lassiter running 6th. Keven Sullivan, white shirt with the big blue Michigan M on it, back in 7th place. They're going to have to start coming forward, and now they do.
Do you see Sullivan, number 152, right in the middle of that pack?
Also in that group, running in the 2nd spot on the inside, now dropping back to 3rd in the white shirt and green shorts, Bryan Berryhill from Colorado State, better known as an 800-meter runner. In fact, this is only the 4th mile of his collegiate experience.
He's just 19 years of age, and of course hasn't had, to some extent, the exposure because he's just a sophomore. He is a 148-plus indoor 800-meter runner. He has good speed, particularly off the slow pace. And we're seeing that here a little bit as the athletes really here have not been stretched out. Nobody seems to want to assume the pace and press things.
Now here comes Lassiter in the white shirt, red shorts. Just behind him, Keven Sullivan. On the rail on the inside, John Jordan from Georgetown, wearing number 82. And now the speedsters come forward. Up front, it is still Berryhill running next to Colenso. Seneca Lassiter now 3rd. Keven Sullivan is 4th.
62 seconds by the first 440 yards and 2:05 through the half, Bob. That is slow.
Keep in mind, these athletes have come up through conference championships, regional championships. Some ran in the U.S. national indoors just a week ago in Atlanta. Very difficult to maintain a physical peak through all of that running. It is Berryhill, Colenso right there. Now here comes another Arkansas runner. That's Phil Price, the senior, moving up to take a shot at the lead. Behind him, Seneca Lassiter, coming off that great outdoor season last year when he won the outdoor collegiate and national championships, and some pushing and shoving there with Berryhill.
This is going to be a great finish here. 3:08 plus, a very slow first 3/4 of a mile. This last lap coming up should be very fast.
It's a kicker's race. Here comes the Big Ten champ and reigning collegiate record holder Keven Sullivan. Seneca Lassiter doesn't want to be boxed. They're trading elbows as they move out in lane 2. It is Berryhill up front. What an upset this would be if the inexperienced Berryhill can come through and take the National Collegiate Championship. Lassiter and Sullivan sprinting hard now.
75 yards to go. Now 50, Bob.
Oh, Lassiter is not where he wants to be. He needs to get to the outside if he's going to have a shot. Here they come. Berryhill, Lassiter, Sullivan. Sullivan on the move now, and he moves past, I think, Sullivan outleaned Berryhill and Seneca Lassiter.
I cannot believe it. I mean, when you see the replay here again, watch how that man, Bryan Berryhill, just 19 and a sophomore. I don't know what he was thinking, but he eases back. You can see it. He could, you know, when you're in a race down a home stretch, you can feel these athletes coming by you as you see Sullivan celebrate. Boy, he had to be holding his breath down that straightaway despite the fatigue. And there you see the Michigan contingent cheering him on, the large number of Michigan athletes and friends who came. And Michigan gains 10 big points, but this was Berryhill's race to win. And he eased back at the tape. I don't know what was going through his mind, but, you know, he lost it in the last 2 steps. You youngsters at home, I've said it forever. Pick a spot beyond the finish line and drive right through all the way. It may have cost Bryan Berryhill an NCAA title. Watch him ease back here. Watch this.
Right there.
You may never get to that position in life again. You never let up from all those hours and maybe even years of training that you put in. This young man, when he was in the 12th grade in Canada, Canada has a 5-year high school program. He ran the equivalent of a 3:57 miler as a 12th grader. There you see him winning. Bryan Berryhill by 1/100th of a second.
Our top 3 separated by 6/100ths to Lewis.
Kevin, what a way to go out your senior year. A dramatic race. What in the world happened in the last couple of laps?
It was slow, and I knew with a quarter to go, I was going to really start laying the hammer down, and I kind of got caught by surprise by Berryhill, but
well, look at this from the 3rd turn on. Describe to us what's happening.
Well, I'm just digging down. I'm going all out right now, and you know, I was just trying to catch him down the home stretch, and for a minute I didn't think, you know, he held us off. He was holding us off, and then he just eased up a little bit at the line, and I dipped in there for the win.
Well, fantastic. The shot from behind, Keven Sullivan with a championship. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
A 54.2-second final quarter mile for Keven Sullivan. A look at the Nike team standings. Arkansas out front, looking for their 14th title in 15 years.